Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris Esplin back with more Firebase. Today we're going to cover dynamic hosting with cloud functions and Firebase hosting. All that really is cloud functions serving up content, so text strings, plus redirects from Firebase hosting to those cloud functions. It's a piece of cake. In fact, it's so easy. This may be a quick 3-minute video and you're done, no questions. So let's get to it. Okay, first let's cover the docs. As you'll see here, we're going to create an HTTP function for the hosting site. In this case, we're going to go into index.js and export Big Ben. So exports.bigben is functions.https and on request, and you get a rec res just like with Express. Do any work you want to do here, and then send with res.status200.send, send your text string. Okay, that is just an HTTP function. It's a piece of cake. Next, directing hosting request to your function. All you got to do is a rewrite. So within firebase.json, you've got your rewrites list. And you're just going to rewrite source Big Ben to function Big Ben. No sweat. You'll see I did it over here. If I have a function called environment, I rewrote it to environment.js because I want to serve it up as a script file. And it's just going to serve up the environment that I'm using on the app I'm building right now. So every time I hit environment.js, it will call the environment cloud function. What that looks like, it's just these last 3 lines here. I'm importing my function, setting it up, getting the function. This code here is all custom. The only bit that's important is this part right here, exports.environment. That environment, that name, environment, has to match right here. Then I export whatever I want. In this case, environment.getFunction. So let's go see what that looks like. Firebase Cloud Functions runs in Node version, right now, version 6.9.1, which lets us use ES 2015 class statements. So we're going to export a class. I'm going to call it environment. You'll notice I imported environment over here. And it takes some config, some settings. So we just set those up. And then our get function just returns a function. This is the function that I'm using for my environment. It goes to my environment service, which is some custom code I wrote, pulls that environment out, gets the public environment, and now I have my environment in public environment. All I'm going to do is send window.firebaseenv equals the stringified version of the public environment. So let's see what that actually looks like. So we'll come over here. You can see it's getting served up at quiver2.firebaseapp.com/environment.js. You can hit that if you want, and you can see my public environment. And here you go. 4 new logs, 6 new logs. You can see it's been firing. Every time I hit it, it fires again. Now I've released this little environment service along with a bunch of other parts of my toolkit on GitHub under delta epsilon /quiver functions. It's as simple as npm install or yarn add quiver functions. And you can take these exports. In this case, I have an update user function, a login function, environment, and some mocks. These mocks actually need to be deprecated because the Firebase team has come out with their own mocks that are, of course, much better. And then some utilities. So you can use the same functions I use just by installing Quiver functions. It's a piece of cake. This is one of those functions. It's the environment function. Now, why would I want to serve my environment dynamically like this? Couldn't I just use a text file? Well, I could. But what I'm doing right now is something a little fancy. I created this environment service, which lets me host my environment in Cloud Functions, private and public parts of my environment. And then this environment service goes through and pulls out just the public parts and serves those. And in fact, it even does some logic based on the host that's making the request. So I can have different hosts for my dev, my test, and my prod, and each host then gets its own environment. I can split the environments pretty easily and just use a single function and a single environment.js redirect to serve all of my different environments. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe if you're interested in more of this. And if you'd like to ask any questions, ask away. Give me motivation. Tell me what you'd like to see, and hopefully I can shoot some more videos soon. Thanks a lot.